Shaw Group is involved in a variety of businesses, but they're all unified by a common principle, which is that we're interested in activities that can be fundamentally transformed by the use of technology. One example is securities trading, but it's not the only example. We also were deeply involved in the internet during the internet boom. Today we're deeply involved in biotechnology. We're not the people best suited to do absolutely anything. If it were something in, I don't know, dry cleaning, it might not be of interest to us. But if it involves the application of computer technology, that's an area where we might have an edge.
I was sending my resume around to newspaper ads, and there was this blank ad. It didn't say anything about the company. It just said, "We're looking for superstars."
We really are looking for individuals who have distinguished themselves. If you have demonstrated exceptional aptitude in whatever it is that you've chosen to do, academically or professionally, we think it's far more likely that you can come here and do extraordinary things.
There's a lot of game in trading, and there's a lot of this game factor that was definitely very appealing to me. I started playing chess when I was very young, when I was 7 years old. I was a part of a big group of about 25 kids. I was always the best in my age group. I played in a lot of US championships, and a few years ago I won the US Women's Championship. I always found it exciting if I could find some job which would be somewhat similar to what I enjoy in chess. In trading you have to find patterns. You have to really look for something that might be hidden.
I sort of fell in love with Unix and systems and programming and that sort of thing, the stuff that I was getting a taste of, that I wanted to do it full time.
You want to see a zombie process?
Yeah, where?
Ops 2.
Have you tried to kill it?
You can't kill it, it's a zombie process.
Yeah, but you can. I like the atmosphere. I like the fact that it was not like other corporate environments that I'd been in. The environment here is much more intellectually open and challenging. High security access. Most of the things that I've done, even though I have experience in systems, a lot of the stuff that I do here, I have never done and never thought I would do.
The people who work at a place like D.E. Shaw have always been interested in having a good model for how things work and in finding the optimal behavior within that model. Some people argue that that's all that human intelligence actually evolved to do, is model the world and decide what the right thing to do is in the context of this model. Because it really is the thing that separates us, right, that other animals don't do nearly as well.
After trades are made, I interact with our prime brokers, with our counterparties, make sure that we agree upon the details of trade. At least in my role, I interact with people all over the firm. So you really get, an idea of what people are thinking about, what they have in mind when they're making certain decisions. And I'm only 23, so it's great to be able to do that right now.
It's a good thing to be in the presence of people who are smarter than you, and they kind of like, in this rubber band, really pull you up to them. We're getting currency prices that we don't need since we're trading everything in dollars. I would say that currently my role is 90% programmer, 5% quant, 5% trader. I can't imagine having a more self-directed career track.
D.E. Shaw has a history of building and spinning off in-house technology ventures in a number of different areas. The computational life sciences today are where the internet was in 1990. What's cool about this project is that it targets something where there's a true scientific need. It's reasonably clear that computational chemists and chemists in general need to do this huge reverse engineering task. They're trying to figure out how proteins work, how they operate in biological systems. They're just these incredibly complex machines for which there's no source code. There's no comments about how it works. So the project is fun from a scientific motivation standpoint, but I think that the real appeal is the interaction with other people, to meet people who are as smart or smarter than you are in their respective fields and have them tell you what's neat about their worlds.
We really do go out of our way to identify the very strongest candidates for any position we're looking to fill. Not just people who are good, who are better than the rest, but really people who can perform at the highest possible level. Much of our success, perhaps the single greatest reason for our success over the long haul, really has been the quality of the candidates we've hired.